Good morning, good morning. Today is Monday at 7:26 a.m. It's Memorial Day. I got an offer from DoorDash to go to Sprouts Farmers Market and shop for 19 items. I'm gonna get $12.50 for 2.4 miles. I was on the fence about taking this one. The number of items is kind of high, but it does say that it shouldn't take more than 33 minutes to complete. So that gave me some hope that I'll be able to finish it in a reasonable amount of time. It always just depends upon, how difficult are the items that the customer wants, like how hard are they to find. Because sometimes when you're inside a Sprouts, things can get real tricky if they're very unusual items that you don't normally shop for. And they have such a wide variety of items, so I'll just wait and see when I get there. And the goal today is to make $50, do 5 jobs or 5 orders, and hopefully hit the $50 within a 2 to 3 hour window of time. It should go real quick today. The traffic is not heavy. And a lot of people are at home, and usually when there's a lot of people at home is when the app is busy. It's like people are at home and they don't want to go out. They desperately they'll pay any amount of money just so they don't have to leave the house. So we should be good for today as far as reaching the $50 goal real quick. And I'm only taking offers that are $10. That's it. They gotta be at least $10. Looks like it's mostly just produce is what I'm shopping for. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. Market doesn't look busy either. It looks really quiet. Alright, let's park it and let's go into Sprouts. Cream cheese Danish, feta cheese, jasmine rice, organic sticky rice, extra virgin olive oil, organic blackberries, tomatoes, heirloom tomatoes, green onions, daikon radish, avocados, baby spinach. Last item, hearts of romaine. Let's go. Well, that wasn't that bad at all. It's 7:52. It really was not that bad. The store wasn't that crowded either. Everything was pretty smooth, except they didn't have any cilantro, so I just refunded the customer. I think that was the only item that I had a problem with. The heirloom tomatoes look terrible, and the customers always want the red heirloom tomatoes. They never want the yellow ones or the orange ones. Just the red ones. It's like, why don't you just get regular red tomatoes if you're so set on your tomato always being red? 5-minute drive, 1.3 miles. We're headed off to a house. It's going to be a leave at the door and to please ring the bell. When did I get this order? Now that I'm at a red light, let's see. 7:24. So they're right. It's going to take me a little over 30 minutes to complete this order. They really know the time. At least this time they did. So it's worth it. I'm getting probably about $24 an hour for this job. So not too shabby. And it's just 3 bags of groceries to drop off. Nothing dramatic or weird happened inside of Sprouts, except for this one lady that was behind me. When I took 2 steps away from the register, she decided to push her shopping cart right where I needed to use the machine to pay with the credit card. And I was just thinking, that happens all the time too. The moment you step away, they're not even paying attention to what you're doing. All they think is that you're ready to leave, and so they block you, and then you got to take a step back and push their cart out of the way. And then they're like, oh, excuse me. And you want to just tell them, it's like, would you just pay attention? Did you not see that I'm not done yet? Did you hear the cashier say thank you or have a nice day? Did you see me get a receipt? Or just on autopilot? And it also made sense that she was doing that because the cashier knew who she was, and they were making small talk to each other while I was doing my transaction. So it was throwing off the whole checkout process, but it was fine. I survived it. It wasn't super dramatic. It was just one of those things that happens. And this drive is really short, so it's not going to take me long to drop off, thank goodness. We're going into a 55 and over community, all single-story homes. It's usually pretty quiet here in the morning, so I don't think I'm going to have any problems dealing with the drop-off. I don't think there's going to be any problems at all. This is normally a pretty easy-going neighborhood. And the seniors never really answer the door. It's very rare that one. Usually, if I'm delivering McDonald's, they answer the door right away. But if it's groceries, no. Groceries, you usually just leave it. In general. Coming up on the right-hand side, I'm looking. Is it here? No, not that one. Is it this one? Nope. One more. All right, we are here. Let's do it. Thank you. All right, done. Easy drop off. I didn't even have to go into their courtyard, so it made it really easy. They had a gate that blocked you from entering the courtyard, and there was a doorbell that I just rang, and that was it. So we got $12.50 now. We got we have no more than 4 more jobs to do before we're done with the day, and it's 7:58. Car has 2.3 miles on it. I'm getting 63 miles to the gallon. And everything's good. Traffic is light. That's what's really nice. The weather is nice and the traffic is light. So I'm crossing my fingers that today goes smooth and there's no problems. And it's just a simple, every single order that comes up next will be an easy pickup and drop off. Fingers crossed. So today's Memorial Day, and I don't know what exactly I'm gonna do to celebrate or to honor Memorial Day. It's always usually food related on these holidays. A lot of people confuse Memorial Day with Veterans Day. They're never sure what the difference is. So Veterans Day is when you honor all the people who are serving in the military and have served in the military. And Memorial Day is to honor those who are gone, who have passed away in conflicts of war or in battle or in service. And I think some people even include those that were in the military and have just passed away, but didn't pass away in any type of combat situation. So it's really about those who have passed and somehow connected with the military. But a lot of people don't know. They just hear the word memorial and they're just like, well, most holidays everybody just associates with food. So I would like to have something special to have for dinner today. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm like, what do I want? What do I want to do that's that's gonna be good. I thought about having Cafe Zupas because I like their salads and their sandwiches. But then I also thought, I'm also thinking more decadent, like burgers and onion rings and fries. But I don't know. We'll see. I definitely don't want hot dogs, and I thought about Wiener Schnitzel. I'm like, I don't think I want that. But anyway, I'll figure it out. It's just a meal. That's the most common thing that we all do. We just enjoy being at home and relaxing and having a nice meal. And of course, nobody really wants to cook on a holiday, so I'll definitely probably be getting something from a restaurant somewhere. And right now the app is quiet. Nothing's coming in, so it looks like we're going through a lull. I'm gonna head back home and wait for the next one. I got the next offer from DoorDash. We're gonna go to Target and shop for 9 items. I'm gonna get $25.15 for 4.8 miles. This one is really good. This one is gonna make it so that I don't have to do a total of 5 deliveries, because it's like double of what the minimum offer would be that I'm accepting. So normally I would be accepting at least $10, but this is over double of what that number is. So this actually counts as 2 jobs. So I only got to do 1 or 2 more and I'll be done for the day, and the time is 8:17 a.m. So the day's going by really, really fast. I mean, at least for now it is. You just never know though. Once I complete this one, there could be just no work. It'll just completely dry up. And then I'll just be waiting and waiting for hours until the next one comes in. That's the part of this job that you just don't know. You have no control over how busy it's going to be. So, yeah. So I'm just trying to stay optimistic. Right now I'm feeling good about everything, so I'm going to just keep my attitude in a positive space, so that way I don't go to that negative space where I'm like, it's not gonna. If you have too much of a negative mindset for this job, you wouldn't last for very long, because you would always feel like every day is bleak. So you have to stay optimistic to do this job. A lot of people can't, and that's why they'll end up just finding some type of other work to do where the work is guaranteed. They have a set schedule and they know they're going to get a specific amount of money. I think this job is just very hard to do day to day for somebody trying to make a living. I watch other people's YouTube videos and I find I always find it so hard. I always feel like kind of bad. I'm like, how can you do this job every day and know that you have to survive on this money? I'm like, it's gotta be so stressful. It's like, to me, it's like this should be supplemental, the kind of work you do, because it's adding on to whatever your main source of income is. I mean, maybe for some people this is just their only option, I guess. I don't know. Or they do something with, I don't know. I have no idea. So this customer wants me to get all kinds of weird toys, like pool toys and nothing but a garden hose. It's all fun stuff for the kids to play with. There's nothing here in this shopping list that involves groceries, which is unusual. So I don't know where all this stuff is, but I'm going to grab a shopping cart when I get in there and try to figure out where this stuff is. It's showing me the aisles, so I shouldn't have too much of a problem. Hopefully. Let me park it and we'll go on in. Substitute item, a 2-lane shark water slide thing. Tandem sling water float. Some type of dog squirt gun. Inflatable chase lounge. Flex light 100-foot garden hose. They changed the floor plan for this, for the grocery section. So the next time I shop for groceries, it's gonna be really hard. Oh my gosh, that was a little bit harder than I was expecting. I really was not expecting it to be, I wasn't expecting the items to be so heavy, because I thought most of the items were just inflatable water, pool toys. And I guess because some of the items, when you inflate them, are really big, they're actually, the amount of plastic that's required to make these items is pretty substantial, and it makes the boxes pretty heavy. So I wasn't expecting that. I was like, wow, this is a lot of stuff, and it's bulky. I really filled up the shopping cart, and I'm gonna have to make multiple trips to drop it off because it's so heavy. What I'm delivering. The last item the customer wanted, he wanted to get 3 50-foot garden hoses, or some type of special flexible hose. It was in the garden section where the regular hoses were, and they didn't have the 50-foot ones. They only had the 100-foot ones. So even for the 100-foot, he wanted 3 of them, and they only had 2. So I just got him 200-foot hoses, and of course, that's heavy too. So I've got a workout ahead of me, especially depending on how hard it is to get this stuff to the door. We're gonna be traveling 10 minutes, 3 miles. It's a house, it's a leave at the door. I had to communicate with the customer about the slip and slide, or the water slide. They wanted a triple one, so like 3 people can slide at the same time on it. But all they had was a single one, and then they had a 2-lane one that had like a shark theme. So that was a substitute, and I communicated the issue with the customer, and they said that would work out fine. So that's what they got. And the pool, all of the different types of pool items were in different parts. They weren't in the same aisle. They were in different aisles. I guess they get so much seasonal stuff like that it doesn't fit in one aisle. So they had to spread it to other aisles in the store. So that made it a little complicated. But it all worked out. I mean, I think I got it in pretty good time. I had some trouble at the checkout, at the self-checkout. When I scanned the first flexible hose, it scanned fine, and then because it was heavy, I moved it into my shopping cart, because I'm like, well, I don't need to bag it. And usually, like at a grocery store, you don't have to set it, with all the stuff you scan. You can just put it in the cart. But not at Target. It immediately set off an alert saying you can't keep scanning. You've got to put it where the other stuff is to weigh it. And when I set it where I was supposed to weigh it, it still gave me an error and wouldn't let me keep scanning the item. So I had to wait for an employee to correct the problem. So that slowed me down. And now we're headed off to Roma Hills, or no, Askaya, I think it's called. It's a guard-gated community, and it's where more rich people live. So the rich people are home today, and they want to have fun. And I'm here to provide the toys that they need to have a good time with their pool. Now that they finally got a day off from their busy hard work making their millions of dollars. And this is a separate community from McDonald Ranch. It's right next to McDonald Ranch, but it's like it's separate. And the houses are more expensive, I think. They're even more expensive than McDonald Ranch. At least I believe so. Or maybe it's just more exclusive. I think at McDonald Ranch they have more of a variety of homes. You can get one starting like in the 2 to 3 million, going all the way up to like 50, 60 million. But in Askaya, it's all like really, there is no low-end ones. You can't get a house, I don't think, for less than 5 million, I think, as I recall. I don't know. So every once in a while, I'll look up these houses on Zillow just to see what they're going for, just because I'm curious. And as I recall, Ascaya was pretty up there. It's a pretty high-end place. And then the guard is generally pretty easy going. I generally don't have a hard time getting in to this community. The one that's the most difficult is Anthem Country Club. That one's really hard to get into. It's always so many cars going in to do landscaping. I think that's that's because Anthem Country Club was built. I think it's because it was built a long time ago, and so it has the regulations allow them to put more foliage and pools and all kinds of things that require maintenance. And because of the water shortage here in Vegas, the newer developments like Ascaya, they don't have those kind of amenities. And I think that's why they don't have any gardeners, for that reason. Oh, there's just one car in front of us. Oh, it's a pool person. They do have pools in Ascaya, but they only allow so many pools. And they can only be so deep or something like that. Hello. 20. All right. Oh, okay.
All right, you're good to go.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
No problem getting in there. Like I said, this place, they're pretty nice. They don't create a lot of controversy to get in. They must have a better security system or communication system with the residents, so that so that they know who's coming or whatever. It must be much more modern. There's some places, I swear, they have an old-fashioned system, and then the guards have no idea that I'm coming, so they don't want to let me in, so they have to call the customer and get authorization. Maybe here they use more mobile devices, so they just have to hit a button on their phone to let the guards know that somebody's coming, and that's why it goes a lot smoother. Well, we got 1.1 miles to go in here, so we're gonna see a lot of fancy houses. Most of them look like you see on the left. It's just like these modern, minimal, very blocky style industrial. I don't know what you want to call this style, but it's the kind of style where it looks like you're gonna go to I don't know, they always look like office buildings to me, like you're gonna go to somebody's business office. They don't look warm and inviting whatsoever. But they are different, that's for sure. They reminded me of the kind of designs we would do like in art class in college. We would all take a bunch of rectangle shapes and form these structures, and they would look like these buildings. I think they're aesthetically supposed to be this way so that they blend into the environment that they're in. So they look like they belong in the like a rocky mountain structure. I think that's why they look the way they do. They don't want to contrast to the environment they're in. They want to almost blend in to the rocky landscape. I think that's why they're designed this way. Which I guess makes sense, I guess. I'm more of a castle on a hill style type of person, old fashioned, like the European style, where they make everything not blend in, they want it to stand out. But maybe this is probably better aerodynamically because we get high winds sometimes. I don't know. Who knows why they design them this way? It's just I think it's just trends. It's just popular. These are the popular styles people like, and so this is what you get. And you see they still have lots of land here to build. There's plenty of more $1 million homes to come. They're always creating stuff. Oh no, I think this is the house that's in a this is the one that dead ends. There's a bunch of kids that live here at the end of the street. I don't know if they just have a big family or if they foster kids. I don't know, but when I walk up to the door, it's a massive house, and a lot of times I can hear all the kids playing like it's a daycare center. So I don't know what the story is, but those are some lucky kids that get to live and enjoy the fanciness of the house that I'm going to. You'll see it. It's really impressive. I think it's the last house at the end. Oh, there's a lot of cars here today. Is it this one? No, it's the next one. It's always this last house. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, this is it. All right, let's do this. I'll do the garden hoses first because they're heavy. Maybe I can take these water guns with me. I don't got this one. It's gonna fall. One more. Come on. Thank you. That dog was gonna break through the glass. That dog was strong. I'm like, don't attack me, dog. I'm just delivering the goods. Gosh, they need to train those dogs to not attack the door. My gosh, they were going berserk. I guess they feel like they needed big dogs to protect the house, but those dogs are going to destroy that front door. They should hire they have so much money. They should hire a dog trainer to train them not to attack the door when people come to it. Either that or make it so the dogs don't have access to their expensive glass door. That dog hit that glass at full tilt. Oh man, well, maybe they're just too busy to do it. Who knows? Who knows the story? Well, now we got what? 25, I don't remember now. We did 2 jobs. We got $37 and change right now. We're really close to finishing already, which is unbelievable. I love it when the day ends real quick so I can just get back to just enjoying life. I like the exercise and the getting out, and how do I get out of here? Gosh, I hope I'm going the right way. This is a Skya that I'm in. Maybe I should put on my Google Maps to get out of here. I'm worried I'm gonna get lost. Something's coming in. This one looks good. I think I'm gonna get lost, except now the navigation will take me where I need to go. I feel like I'm going the wrong way. Guide me. Get me out of here. Am I going the right way? Look at us. Look how high up we are. It's like we're in a helicopter. We're so high up. I got the next one coming in, and it's from DoorDash. We're going to be going to Sprouts. I'm going to shop for 10 items at Sprouts. I'm going to get $13 for 4.2 miles. I don't know if this is the last one or not. What's 13 plus whatever 13 plus? We're very close. We may already be at $50 after this one, or very close to it. And I think this is just job number 3 of the day. So I think maybe we'll have to do one more, and it can be a really small one to complete. I'll know more when I get to like a red light. I cannot turn off my navigation because I don't want to get lost getting out of here. We really went deep into Askaya, and it takes it takes a while before I feel confident that I know where I'm going. Because this place, you can never see the exit. This place has nothing but hilly, winding roads, and there's no sign of an exit until you're just a few feet from the exit point when you see the gate, and that's when you know you're almost done. Oh, well, this has been pretty good. Yesterday I was at McDonald Ranch and I went really far in. And today, I don't normally go to these places back to back either, so it's kind of nice that, and on a holiday weekend, it's a good time to actually be here so you guys can really see the fancy neighborhoods that are here in Vegas that most people never get to see. Being a resident here, I've never been able to see them either until I did gig work. Gig work was my ticket into seeing these fancy neighborhoods and seeing how the ultra rich live, and it really makes you realize how wealthy people are in the world. It's like there's some really wealthy people in the world. I'm sure some of these people, this is just one of their many homes. You know, they got an even more expensive house in the city. This is just like their vacation property or their getaway home. Because most people that are super rich, Vegas is like their fun place to go, so they want a property there to enjoy. And most of the ultra rich, you know, they usually live in places like New York or California or you know, some real big city where they make a lot of money. Some of them are actually like from other countries and they buy property here. So it's such a wide range of ultra rich that decide, you know, it's a good investment to get something here in Vegas while it's cheap, while it's quote unquote cheap compared to where they normally do business. And there are some people though that buy houses there and that's their primary house, but they're usually retired. You know, they've had a huge business and they sold it for millions, and then they decided this is where they wanted to retire because there's plenty of sunshine and lots to do. And they get those fancy homes. Whew, I can't believe I got another one. I thought in my mind while I was talking to you guys, I thought I was just heading back home. But we're going back to Sprouts again. I'm sure that the lady that I just saw at the cash register will be the same person that rings me up again. It seems like she's always working and I'm always working. Maybe we just have the same schedule, I don't know. But I'm out 7 days a week, and every time I go to Sprouts, I always use 9 times out of 10 I get the same checker that helps me with my groceries. Whew. I'm in no hurry to get to Sprouts. Let me tell you, I'm trying to catch my breath from doing that shopping at Target and carrying those heavy items. It wasn't far to get to the walkway, but the items were heavy. I hope this shopping order does not have anything heavy. I'm pooped. I need a break. I like it when I get breaks between jobs. I actually prefer to just go home and rest for a minute, just so I can catch my breath, have some water, a little snack, and then do the next one. Sometimes when they're back to back like this, I get winded. There's really not any opportunity to like slow down and catch my breath. You would think driving I could catch my breath, but It's still hard to relax when you're driving because you got to concentrate on the road. I'm not just sitting, spacing out, relaxing. I'm trying to make sure I get there safely. Let me see if I can arrive at the store. Yeah, I'm going to arrive. Start the shopping. Don't send them a message. I'm buying fruit, pastries, cheese, ham. Just a bunch of groceries. Nothing heavy. It's not going to be hard. Thank goodness. First item I'm going to pick up is in the bakery. They say they got any bread. No bread. So the first item's going to be picking up some mini Cine Bites, 9 count. That's the first item when I walk in the door. I always start off with the items closest to me. And then I usually then make my way around counterclockwise around the store. Doesn't look busy, it looks quiet still. Try to park at my usual spot. Oh, we made it. Let's do it. Mini Cine Bites. Mild cheddar cheese. Parmesan cheese. Vitamin D milk. Fruit burst. Organic strawberries. Blackberries. Ham steak. Wow. Alright, I added everything up and this is gonna be the last one. I'm gonna be hitting the $50 mark once I drop this off, so unbelievable. This is it. I think that's just 3 jobs today. No complaints from me. I'll take it. I'll gladly do this many every day if it let me. Alright, so now I've got to go 4-minute drive, just 0.9 miles to the drop-offs, really close, and I'll be done. And it's a house, it's a leave at the door. Thank goodness. The shopping was had a little bit of difficulty. There was some ham steak the customer wanted that I just did not see, and I don't know why I didn't see it. I still don't know. Like, I went by the meat area where they have the bacon and the sausage, and I looked and I looked. I'm like, I don't see anything. And I think because it said ham steak, I thought it was a much bigger, like it was going to be like a big hunk of meat, but it wasn't. It was a little tiny package of ham steaks, already sliced. And because they don't have like the regular items, like a regular grocery store, like Oscar Mayer and Hillshire Farms, the regular sandwich meat you see at a regular grocery store, because they're so strange in their packaging, it really throws me off sometimes when there's a certain item that I don't often get, and I start to revert back to like an Albertsons grocery store, and it really messes me up. So yeah, but it's fine. Everything worked out. And then the lady at the register, she accidentally scanned items into my basket that I didn't even have. So somehow she made a mistake and she apologized. She's like, somehow I entered that you had a case of water and you had a box of cereal. And I'm like, no, I don't have any of that stuff. So she apologized. She goes, I must have slid something over the scanner that I wasn't supposed to. Like, she had something on her keychain, and it rang one of those items up, and it threw off everything. So, but she corrected it. She's worked there for so long. She knew how to fix it real quick. And I don't think anything else happened. There was a lady that was blocking my way when I first went in. And then she started stressing me out because everywhere I went, there she was. And then I could tell she thought like I was following her. I'm like, girl, I ain't following you. It's just a coincidence that you're everywhere I go. So I purposely went to the opposite side of the store and started shopping on things on the opposite side, so I just would not see her anymore. And then, of course, as I'm making my way to the ham steak, there she is. I'm like, there's that lady again. Like, it's impossible to avoid her. So she's like she's a magnet. She's attracted to my presence. Oh well, It's just one of those weird quirks that happen sometimes. All right, it's coming up on the left. It's just a real short drive to the drop-off. Just a few more houses on the left. Let me start looking. Not that one. Not that one. I think it's this one here with a gray or silver SUV. Yeah, it's that one. Turn around. Oh, there's somebody outside. You better run in your house before I go in. You better run inside. You know you guys like to hide when I arrive. Thank you. Good morning. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, not a problem.
Have a great day.
Thank you. Have a great day. Got it. Oh, that was nice. They met me at the door. Saved me a trip. Now I gotta figure out how to get out of here. Oh. What's the best way to go to get out of here? I don't think going straight ahead is the right way to go. Is it too late? I bet you it's too late. It's gonna tell me you're too late. Now you've got to make a... Oh no, it's guiding me. Okay, good. Because where I turned into this community, there's absolutely no way to make a left turn to go back. I need a light. It's too close to Green Valley. Well, this was a short day. It's only 9:24. I only have 13 and a half miles on the car. And I'm getting 57 miles to the gallon. So this was a super easy day. This is what you call a dream situation. This is how you wish every day was, and you could just be like, yeah, what an easy job. Why doesn't everybody do this job? There's never any problems. It's so simple. But it's not. There are some days on this job where I'm like, is this really the kind of job I want to be doing? Is this actually fun? Maybe I should find another type of gig. But in general, this job is not that bad.